Good morning. It's Hiker Dude Dad. I am just setting off on one of my favorite trails around. This is starting at the Hamburg Reservoir in Pennsylvania. We're taking a little path up here to the Appalachian Trail, and we're going to go to the two best overlooks in the area, Pulpit Rock and the Pinnacle. It's been a while since I've been here, unfortunately. With COVID and everything, they actually shut down the parking lot back here. Excellent parking lot. It's parking lot for the Hamburg Reservoir. I think they had an influx of new hikers, a lot of trash, a lot of bad hiking etiquette, and don't blame them at all. They were concerned for the water. The Hamburg Municipal Authority shut it down. They had police here keeping people away. Don't blame them at all, but it is open now. So here we go. It's been way too long. Okay, so we walked about a quarter mile up the road from the reservoir, and now we hit the AT. We're right near the Windsor Furnace Shelter. It's up the road here a little bit, but yeah, this is across this little bridge, and then you're on the AT headed up to the Pulpit first. Pulpit elevation is about 1,500 feet. Big rock overlook. It's pretty awesome. Not as much real estate up there as at the Pinnacle. We'll probably continue to the Pinnacle and eat lunch there. The path here is gravel for a bit, and then it will turn to rock because it's the Appalachian Trail in Pennsylvania. Last time I was up here, I came up for sunrise on the Pulpit. On my YouTube channel there is a video, time-lapse of the, I think I said sunrise on the Pulpit. There's a time-lapse video of that. I got here hiked in the dark for the first time, which is a little weird, but then I got here just in time to get the camera set up, get time-lapse on, and yeah, maybe about 10 minutes after I got all set up with some coffee and my chair and everything, the sun came up and it was pretty awesome. I was up this morning. I was pretty excited to come up here, but yeah, there's no way. I mean, I wasn't really up at 4 a.m. To head up here. This is about an hour away from my house. Okay, so I'm 1.5 miles exactly from the parking lot. It was kind of a gradual uphill. I would still consider the trail easy at that point. Not quite as rocky as I remember it, actually, but pretty easy up to that point. Now you get this turn to the left here, and if you look at the topo map on all trails, it's just line after line after line. So we are going to climb pretty fast. 1.5 miles. It's just a mile to the Pulpit, but it's going to be pretty much all uphill. A lot of squirrel activity today. They are going nuts. Oh crap, dad joke. But really buggy too. There's ones that just hover in front of your face. They're probably hovering in front of the camera lens too. Have that on my shoulder. But yeah, pretty buggy. It's humid, sticky. It's the coolest day in the forecast for the next 2 weeks. So that's why I attempted this 9-mile, 1,200-foot hike today and early in the morning. But yeah, it's just jungle-like out here. Very, very sticky, very humid, and bugs are loving it. So right around this bend here, man, it's just gonna launch up and get rocky. So turn this off for now. So yeah, this is the AT and PA that everybody knows and loves. Rocky and straight up. Oh, chipmunk. Yeah, so once we get up close to the pulpit, I'll turn on again. All right, so pro tip here. We're up the second switchback on the way to the pulpit. The AT here, where there's all these logs and everything, actually splits off to the right. If you go that way, it is just climbing. It's a rock scramble to the pulpit. That's the official AT. It's tough. It's tough to follow the path. You know, they're painted on boulders, but it's tough to actually follow the trail up to the pulpit. And it's just like scramble climbing. I'm gonna take this way on this unmarked trail across the logs. By the way, we're right at the 2.2 mile mark on this trail, so that's where it splits from the parking lot. 2.2 miles. Hope you can see this, but instead of going up the red path right there, we're going to take this straight ahead path right around. It's going to take us through a real cool feature up here, but it's kind of the back door into Pulpit Rock, and it's trail, not scramble. I've done the scramble here several times. I'm dripping in sweat right now, just not up for it. Next year, when I do all the Pennsylvania miles on the AT, I will go that way, just because I'm, you know, no shortcuts. I'm going to step on every inch of the trail. Today, though, my goal is not to stick to the AT. It's just to go see these overlooks. So I am going to come through this unmarked path. It's a little longer, but much gentler. And we're actually going to go past an observatory that's up here, kind of an astronomical park. Sorry, real science. Astronomical park with telescopes and everything. We'll go through that instead. All right, so after that side trail, you come to this clearing. And there's an astronomical park. I think a truck is new since I've been here. But yeah, we got the big boy over here. Second one, a third one here. This little shed in front of me, there's a telescope in there too. The roof actually slides out onto these rails. There's a telescope in there too. So they have some fantastic dark sky up here, and yeah, last time I was here with the kids, there was a guy here, and he unlocked one of the sheds and showed the kids what was up, and said they don't do public viewings here, but there's a place not too far away where they do public nights. Yeah, so they're the Lehigh Valley Amateur Astronomical Society, and yeah, they do viewings elsewhere. But yeah, this is just right kind of on the backside of Pulpit Overlook. And then when you come through here, there's a little outhouse here. Then it's just a short little walk right through here, and we'll be at our first overlook here, Pulpit Rock. Elevation here, 1,582 feet. here we are. One of my favorite places in Pennsylvania. So when we leave, we're going to cut back through here, and trees are in the way right now, but we're going to just walk right across the top of this ridge, down a little bit, and then the Pinnacle is on the other side of this guy. Alright, so we left Pulpit Rock. We're just coming around the ridge. So while I was up there, I kind of pointed around to the left. I'm basically going to walk around this ridge. It's very rocky. Hiking poles are away. I'd rather grab trees, keep my balance up here. Had the pulpit to myself for a few minutes, and then 3 dudes came up. Very loud, kind of annoying. So I left. They kind of walked down around the front of the pulpit for a bit, and took that opportunity to try and beat them to the Pinnacle and enjoy that for a while. Had a big bag of red grapes. Favorite trail snack. It's hot. It's hot. I want to stay hydrated today, so that's a lot of liquid. Drinking a lot of water. It is just sticky and close. The pulpit is about 2.5 miles from the parking lot, and I believe, if I remember correctly, the Pinnacle is going to be another 2.2 miles. Okay, knocking on the door of the Pinnacle. Here, we've got a sign. The AT curves off to the left and gets out of here. But there's a blue, as usual, side trail. Usually means a shelter or something awesome to look at. So we'll take this blue out to the Pinnacle and back, and then pick up white again. This huge cairn. My kids have been on top of that. It's kind of at the nexus here. The trail cuts in front of that thing, and then the blue trail goes on either side of it and out to the Pinnacle. So just some, of course, rocks to climb over here, but we'll be out there in a sec. Here we are. Pinnacle, like I said, a lot more real estate up here. This is just the one edge of it. Go around this tree. Just walk out around along the rim here. Way overgrown here from the last time I was here. The last time I was here for the sunrise in January. I may have come out with Jay once. Since then, I can't remember. Ah, man, you can see. Here's somebody shooting, I guess. Down there. Pretty rural out here. There's all kinds of levels here that you can go sit on. Unfortunately, it's not immune to graffiti, but it's not as bad as a lot of places in Pennsylvania. At least for now, we've got it all to ourselves. So we came from way back up in there, walked out across here. Don't see any raptors right now. Usually a ton of them swooping around. Mostly vultures, turkey buzzards, whatever. Guess there's a difference. Somewhere around here there's, you can go down there, but there's definitely, I think farther that way, kind of a little cave you can go down in. It's snake season. There is not a flipping chance you can see me doing that. I don't like tight spaces that I might fall off of anyway. The fact that I'm jumping around out here like this though is really weird. I don't like heights, but it's worth it for this stuff. These overlooks. So we're looking east. I-81 is out there somewhere. You can hear some road noise. On a clear day, we've been able to see a nuclear plant out there, I believe, is Limerick, Pennsylvania. But down below, mostly just farms. So, this area gets super popular on weekends. There's another kind of ledge out there. Never really been out there. Usually just sit back in here and eat. Might check it out, but I am hungry and thirsty. Alright, so I found my ledge here. About to sit down and have a new trail. I'd love to say this video is brought to you by New Trail, but nope, I simply brought the New Trail. I'm gonna have the Amber Ale, which I've never tried before. So got my little sit pad. It's in here at the end of the world. Hat drying out. The bag. I got this little packet cooler here. Got off Columbia's site. You freeze the whole thing. It's got ice in the walls. Not too heavy, but you know, can hold a beer, hold a wrap. Keep a granola bar cold and not melty. Yeah. So, this is my lunch break today. So we're back at the cairn. We came in on that side. Appalachian Trail should be just on that side of it. We came up the blue this way. We're coming on the blue back this way. So somewhere right around here, we should see some white blazes going out this way. So about 4.5 miles back to the parking. And we'll be out of here. Probably just hold off and turn this back on when I get down to the reservoir. It's a pretty cool looking place. So here's the helipad. Can jump down here or continue going. Yeah, so we're coming back this way. I'm right here, so I can either go down here along the stream and back, or out here and down. It's probably the same amount of distance, but last couple of times I've gone down near the stream, so I think I'm going to keep going on the AT and then cut down. Okay, so you finally come out of the woods over here, and here's the reservoir. Far side over there I hear all kinds of frogs. Probably over here too, but yeah. So this is Hamburg's water supply. Nice little dam over here. And yeah, this is why they had this closed off for a while. Too many noob hikers coming in messing stuff up. And so they closed down the parking. You're still not allowed to park there overnight right now. It's day use only. Right now you're not allowed to go in and camp from this location. I mean, you can be on the Appalachian Trail though and pass through here and, you know, camp where you're allowed to camp. There's a spillway. Well, actually fenced here from the other side. You can walk the whole way across the dam to the spillway, and then, you know, then you're stuck. And then you just kind of back off. But yeah, over here, try and get to a point too. People have hopped in there and kind of arranged stones and everything. There's a not getting a good angle with the sun, but back over there's like a peace sign. I think there was a heart at one point. It looked like somebody tried to write a message right here, but no clue. Yeah, not much water spilling out, but there is a bit. Alright, and we are almost done here, so I'm pretty much just going to sign off now. Again, hopefully you guys like what we're doing. If you do, like the video, throw me a comment. Try and reply to everything. Subscribe to the channel. That helps me out big time on this. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep doing this, so if you like what we're doing, subscribe, come back and check us out some more. I have no idea what the next adventure is. It is getting very hot in Pennsylvania, so it might be a gear review or something. These topos I'm wearing got about 100 miles on them now, so it might be time for a review on those. So I could do dead. Take it easy.